As we stepped into 2023, one of the most significant developments was the inclusion of COVID-19 vaccines in the recommended immunization schedules for both children and adults. A decision made by the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention's Advisory Committee on Immunization Practices, this was a significant step towards normalcy. However, it's important to understand that this didn't make the vaccines mandatory. The power to require vaccines for school entrance remained with the state, county, and municipal levels. In fact, COVID-19 vaccines were explicitly banned from being included in school mandates in at least 20 states. Vaccine hesitancy, particularly among parents, was not a new phenomenon, and the politicization of COVID-19 vaccines only exacerbated this issue. The drop in vaccination coverage for routine vaccines during the pandemic was a cause for concern. To address this issue, efforts were made to improve access to care, information, and outreach. School vaccine mandates were also seen as a potential solution. The responsibility for enforcing these mandates fell to the education system, with practices varying by state. Provisional enrollment periods were often offered to allow students to stay in school if they were in progress with vaccinations. Mississippi led the way, achieving high vaccination coverage among kindergartners through strict exemptions and public school vaccination efforts. However, sustained drops in vaccination rates for highly transmissible diseases and pockets of low vaccination rates in certain communities remained concerning. While the world was still grappling with vaccine distribution and hesitancy, pharmaceutical giant Pfizer experienced a decline in the sales of its COVID-19 products. The company generated nearly $57 billion in combined sales from its Comirnaty COVID-19 vaccine and Paxlovid antiviral pill in 2022, which accounted for almost 60% of the company's total revenue. However, Pfizer's COVID-related sales declined to $21.5 billion in 2023, below Wall Street's forecasts. The company attributed this decline to the availability of ample vaccine and treatment supplies from public healthcare agencies. Despite the decline in sales, Pfizer planned to focus on developing new blockbuster medications and expected sales from COVID products to rise again in 2024. Pfizer's CEO, Albert Bourla, stated that the company aimed to set records in 2023 with the largest number of new product and indication launches. Pfizer's pipeline included cancer and inflammatory disease drugs, as well as a vaccine for respiratory syncytial virus, RSV. In summary, 2023 was a year of significant progress in the fight against COVID-19, with vaccines becoming a standard part of immunization schedules and pharmaceutical companies shifting their focus towards new medications. However, challenges such as vaccine hesitancy and the enforcement of vaccine mandates persisted, highlighting the need for continued efforts in public health communication and policy. At the same time, the decline in sales of COVID-19 products for pharmaceutical companies like Pfizer marked a potential shift in the industry's focus towards other health issues.